It's Tracey and Noelle. They're gonna make you LOL on 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk.
Hello and welcome to 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk. This is episode 185. I am your host, comedian Tracey Carnazzo, joined by my beautiful equal host, Noelle W. Herzog, the Sicilian Serpent.
Yeah, I'm a serpent. I'm no longer a python.
No, you're not. It
right?
just rhymes.
Okay. Hello.
Yeah. Hello. Happy birthday.
Thanks so much.
Yeah, it was your birthday last week. Yeah.
Matt was like, why do you keep getting all the snake stuff for your birthday? You got like snake earrings, and then you got another snake earrings. And he's like, I know I bought you a snake ring a long time ago, but like, and I was like, oh, because I'm the Sicilian Serpent. He's like,
right, but do the snake rings, like, does it have little hands? Does it have snake paws?
It doesn't. It doesn't
Okay.
have paws like a real serpent.
We're gonna get you some serpent stuff, guys. We need to get Noelle some serpent merch.
It was so funny. Yeah.
Maybe we need to make some merch with the Sicilian Serpent on it. That'd be
We
fun.
should. That'd be
Okay.
fun.
That's what
I
we're
need
gonna
to
do.
know. I actually have to Google what a serpent looks like because I don't know.
Okay, maybe I could do it here. Guys,
Do it here for the
if you are listening to this, just know that you can now see us on YouTube. And if you're watching us on YouTube, we also just have audio. It's just a podcast if you want.
It's just a podcast, guys. I have a little mermaid mug that Tracey was like, you should get that at Marshall's. And I got
Oh
it.
yes, I really do like it. Okay, so I don't see any hands on this guy. But I think he used to have hands, and then this is what happened. He used to have it. No, this is a real story.
Okay,
I mean, it's not a real
let's hear
story.
your Bible story.
Okay, well, that's the whole thing. It's not a real story. This is the Bible
Right.
story.
This
is that,
Genesis.
do you remember? Literally,
Yeah, I
yes.
know. Yeah.
Adam and Eve.
Mhm.
The serpent tempted Eve with the apple.
Yeah.
Right. She ate it, and then God took his little hands away and made him a snake, and that's why he has to slither on his
Okay.
belly.
So here's the thing. I don't remember this version. I
Okay,
just
it's not
remember
this
it
version,
always
that's
being a
just-
snake.
No, it was always the serpent, and that's part of the story is that he took his little hands away, his paws, his snake paws.
Guys, do you agree with this?
Well,
Because
you know
I
what?
think
Go
that
to
Tracey
90
had a
Day-
different Bible version.
Okay, well, let me tell you something. I read every single Bible, King James and other kings
I was
as
just
well.
gonna say King James.
King James, Bible for children, Gideon, and other people.
Gideon. She read every Bible and every Holiday Inn from here to Timbuktu.
Do you remember when our frog passed away and we had a ceremony for it in Florida and we got the
Never
Bible
Forget.
and
Never
we read
forget.
we read passages as it but before we flushed it down the toilet?
Yeah, we have pictures. That was so great. That was fun.
Good times. All right, guys. If you want to hear more of that amazing banter, go to patreon.com/trash talk podcast for our bonus podcast, BS, where we just kind of
BS. We kind of do this.
do this. And also unexpected trash talk is there. There's tons of trash talk. There's tons of bonus episodes relating to 90 Day Fiance, Catfish, and Teen Mom. And if you don't know, our other podcasts, Catfish Trash Talk and Teen Mom Trash Talk, are available everywhere you listen to podcasts. Let's jump in the pool, Noelle.
Let's jump in the meat.
Season 9, episode 17. When does this end?
Now, I think this was the
That's
last
it?
episode. Uh-huh. And
So
now we
I'm
have the
assuming,
tell-all.
okay, but I'm thinking there's only one part of the tell-all.
Right, because
Because I feel like
next-
18 episodes is that's it.
Well, because also, okay, this is the weekend of the 13th, right? The
Right.
next weekend is the 20th.
Mhm.
And then after that is the new season
Right.
is premiering, the
So yes,
28th.
right?
Yeah. So there's
Okay,
only
good.
one tell-all. I didn't see. So here's the thing. I didn't see the coming attractions for the tell-all,
I
but
didn't
other
either.
people did.
Okay, well, other people are better than us. Maybe they were hiding it.
I guess.
Maybe they were hiding it. All right, so let's jump in the pool with Emily and Kobe.
All right.
It is their wedding day. It's everyone's wedding day, basically.
Thank goodness.
And she doesn't feel very good. And also they had this fight the night before. Remember the fight?
right.
So she calls him to like smooth things over before they do the marriage.
Mhm.
And she said that basically she's happy to marry him. And he's mad at her because she's been lying to her parents. So she's not trustworthy. Now,
Yeah.
how do you feel about that? Hi, Peggy.
Peggy's in the background.
That's Adrienne Appalucci's dog. Noelle is taking a little baby
She's
sip
eating
for
my
her.
M&M doll.
Peggy, don't try that.
No, it's not even good. You're allergic to chocolate. Allergic. Well, I don't know. You can't have it. Peggy.
That's very funny.
So, okay. How do I feel about him saying that she's not trustworthy because she's lying to her parents?
Yeah.
I think that's silly. I
Right.
think that she's being a coward for not telling her parents.
Sure, but I don't think it's her.
Yeah.
I don't think it's whenever she wants to tell them, I think.
Yeah, but I also don't think it doesn't make her trustworthy. I think she's not telling them because she's nervous about telling them, not because she's not a trustworthy person.
That's what I'm saying. I disagreed with him on that. So he's getting ready and her father comes in and they really love each other.
Okay, I didn't know that until this episode.
Do you remember when he was like being a little bit aggressive, passive aggressive?
Yes, of course. And we were like, he's terrible. They hate him.
Okay, well, they don't. And Kobe says to him basically like, you know, I can't believe you like me after all this stuff. Quote, I knock off your daughter back in China.
Okay, but real quick, did you see that he came out in tidy whities?
Noelle.
Yeah.
Did I see? Of course. Wait, where am I? The rest of my notes? Hold on. Maybe I took these notes on someone else's.
You might have.
Hold on. Wait. Yeah. I definitely.
Yeah. Cause she calls him. Then I
wrote that down, but where did I? Oh, here. Okay.
And then she's getting ready for the
Noelle.
wedding. Yeah.
I did Kobe and Emily twice. There's 2 different notes on this.
Stop it.
Yes.
Did you black out?
I did. So we see her getting ready first, and she has on I like her dress.
I like her dress. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with it.
No.
Yeah.
She's crying, right? And her eyelash is falling off.
Here's the thing. She's like, they're like, how do you like your contour? It's like her face is just pure ivory. There is no.
Also, who's
blush.
doing? I guess there's not like a lot of options in Kansas for,
I guess,
makeup artists. He comes out in his tidy whities. What's happening here?
I don't know.
Like, we have to keep reminding everyone that he was an underwear model. Did he stuff his underwear, but like not even in the cucumber area?
Right.
Like everywhere? It's
like
weird.
It looked like it was
he was
like
wearing a diaper
suit underwear.
He was wearing a diaper.
It was so puffy. It was so weird. It was like it was too big for him, but it was stuffed with something.
It looked like he was wearing an actual diaper.
Yeah, it was weird. It looked like he got a bad BBL.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It looked like he just got back from Colombia or DR.
Yes, or Dr. Miami.
Okay. So temperature reminds the camera that in Africa, the men call the shots.
Shut up, temperature. We got it. Stop trying to make it happen.
Okay. So he shows up and he hands him something. I'm assuming that's money because he's like, that's for you, Emily, and the baby.
Right. See, okay. I thought that, but then he says that he gave Kobe something that he talked about with him in the letter.
Right. So
that was like something that meant a lot. No, it was supposed to be like an heirloom or something. That's what I don't understand.
But how is it for Emily, Kobe, and the baby?
Are they all
going to take turns wearing the ring?
I have to tell you, I don't know. Maybe it was a diamond. Who knows?
They all cry. He tells him he loves him. And okay, so apparently Kobe had written him a letter asking him for his daughter's hand in marriage, and he had written a note back. And her father said it's personal between the 2 of them.
Right. They were pen pals. That's very cute.
Right. So he okay, so now we'll go back to my notes.
Okay.
He said, quote, I knock off your daughter back in China.
Yeah. I knock her off.
Oh my God. He's like, I knocked her right off.
He dusted it off.
So he makes it like he's going to tell him about the pregnancy, but he doesn't tell him.
Why does TLC try to fake us out like that?
Always.
It's so lame.
So now it's the wedding, and Emily doesn't want to tell about the pregnancy.
I mean, I wouldn't want to tell them at the wedding either.
So he goes, I can't look at your father and feel okay about this. And she goes, stop looking at him.
I know. That was very funny.
That made me laugh.
That was very funny.
She goes, stop looking at him and you won't feel so bad.
Okay. But honestly, who did her hair? Her hair was so frizzy.
It wasn't even hot out.
But that's what I mean. Come on. Her hair was so emo screamo.
Yeah.
But it was so frizzy.
She loves a good deep part.
Yeah, she does love a deep. She's like, Memphis loved a deep part too. Mm-hmm.
So now it's like, I don't know, the next day or a day after the wedding or some days after the wedding or whatever it is. And they want to tell her family. So they have some stew and a salad.
Okay. But this family loves eating out of white mugs. Remember they had the white bean chili out of the mug.
They love a stew.
I mean, I love a stew.
They have a good goulash going on.
They do. I guess it's a Kansas thing. Oh God, goulash.
That was good, right?
Yeah.
They have like a fistful of bread on the side.
Mm-hmm. Then the dad's like, do you want me to open wine? Everybody's like, no.
Right.
No. No,
Stop.
it was very funny.
So now her sister is just stewing with her bangs. And
She's Sarah Paling.
what's with these bangs? It's very like I did this in second grade, I think.
Had her bangs? I don't
Mhm.
think you ever did her bangs.
I used to try to have her bangs. What I used to do is I'd have a bang and it was like a very thin wisp.
Yeah.
And then I would take the rest of it and I would swoop it over and then I would have little wisps coming down.
Okay. So I had this haircut, but I had
Mhm.
such curly hair when I was younger. It didn't work.
Yeah.
And my father would tell his sister, just cut her hair. And so where she could just get out of the shower and shake it and it's done. I don't know
That's
if
such
my
a-
father knew what hair did.
He doesn't. That is what so many people are like, I need a wash and wear style.
That's what my father always wanted me to have. And you can't have I was a curly girl. You can't have wash and wear. It didn't work like that. Very
It's like such
bad
a 90s
haircuts.
thing.
Yes.
He's like, can you give her pumps that feel like a sneaker?
Right. Can you put some sun in her hair? Oh,
So
boy.
Kobe tells him at dinner that she's 10 weeks pregnant and her father is just silent because he's like, so you can't work, Kobe, like legally.
Right.
And now you're not gonna work.
Right.
Emily.
She was never going to work.
He's like, I wanted to retire.
That sucks.
Okay,
you
but
don't
also like then just retire.
Well, now he feels like he has to take care of
Okay, but you know
them.
what? Whose fault is this?
Listen, they created her, yes, but I feel like because there are kids involved, the dad feels guilty.
I get it, but come on, guys.
Yeah.
They should have really talked it out. It can't be easy. Just figuring out family things.
Absolutely.
But how we care for our minds affects how we experience life, Noelle. So it is important to invest time and care into keeping your mind healthy.
I
There are-
agree.
There are plenty of ways to support a healthy brain, like learning a new language or taking power naps. But there's also BetterHelp Online Therapy. Now, a word from our sponsor, BetterHelp. I have been using therapy for a very long time. Noelle, you have too.
Yeah.
BetterHelp Online Therapy is just easier than going to an actual therapist in real life. 'Cause
I
you can
started
just do a
BetterHelp.
virtual-
Sorry.
Yeah,
Go
no, you
on.
could do a virtual visit.
Well, that's what I was going to say. I started during the pandemic.
Yeah.
And first of all, I wasn't going anywhere. I was terrified to go anywhere, but it was
Sure.
like, I was like, wow, we could do this in Zoom. This like changed my life.
Yeah. BetterHelp is
Mhm.
online therapy that offers video, phone, and even live chat only therapy sessions. So you don't have to see anyone on camera if you don't want to. And it is much more affordable than in-person therapy. You can be matched with your therapist in under 48 hours. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/fiance. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/fiance. Let's talk about Jibri and Miona.
All right.
So his parents aren't coming. We know.
This is not new. You're actually last episode, your mom said no again.
And then also the one before that, and the one before that, and the one before that. Okay. Cool
I think
story,
ever
guys.
since the first episode.
Yeah, always
Yeah.
they weren't coming. So
Mhm.
okay, I really like Miona, and I'm going to tell you why.
Why?
Because she's like, listen, I wanted a beach wedding, but I settled on a desert wedding because there is also sand.
Right.
So it's like you just wanted a sandy wedding.
Yes. We could have
That's all
just
you
done this anywhere. We could have imported sand.
We could have gone to the playground.
Yeah.
That's all we could have done.
I guess I just don't understand some of this because it's just them.
Right. It doesn't
Like,
make
why
a ton
is
of
there
sense.
a stand with like an arrow that it
Okay.
says like it's their wedding is this way?
I think because she wants the photos.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it makes sense, but I don't know. There's nobody else there. So I guess
Right.
that's just what I don't understand about it. It looks beautiful, but there's nobody else there.
Right. No, I get it.
Yeah.
So then she needs an arch of flowers, and
Right.
Jabri still has to write his vows.
Mm-hmm. Of
And
course he does.
he hasn't even tried his suit on.
Okay, that's good.
So now is Igor coming? They don't know, question mark.
Right, but I'm sure that they do know.
Jabri is so cringe.
Yeah, of course he is, but she is too in some ways.
Oh God. So now he said that you can't upset a Serbian woman because they will roast you on a skewer.
Okay, that's good. Thank you
I think
for
he meant a
saying that.
spit.
Mm-hmm. On a skewer.
Like a pig. So Igor is 2 hours late.
Right.
He has to pick up the arch. And is he cutting his edges with like a razor blade, like
Tracey.
a box cutter?
I brought this up on Twitter today because I don't understand. He took not a straight razor,
Yeah.
a box razor, right? That you would put like in an apparatus like construction workers use. Like your dad had one of those things in the house. So did my dad. I think I still have it somewhere.
Yeah, it was like covered in
one
spackle.
of that. Yes. He used one of those.
Yeah, he did that. Okay. So it turns out that Miona has a nightmare story about her parents' wedding and all of the pictures getting destroyed. That is a nightmare to me.
Yeah, that is a nightmare because that's also the days before the internet. So they don't have like one thing. It's not like it was online. Right.
I can't believe it. So he's wearing a turtleneck and a bolero tie. She's wearing these detachable sleeves made of tulle.
Yes.
The dress doesn't seem to match the theme of the wedding, which is confusing to me. Also, what is the temperature outside?
I'm assuming it's desert hot temperature.
He's wearing a turtleneck.
But this is just what he does.
Grandma's wearing a
for
poncho.
South Dakota. Grandma's wearing a poncho. I have a question. What color was Jibri's suit?
Sand.
Because in some shots it looked like sage, and then it would look taupe, and then it would look like off-white, and I'm like, is this a mood tux? Like, what is this? It's like it's ever changing.
Yes, it's a whatever terrain you're in. And when you go to what was he in South Dakota? Where is he? Is that really true?
He was in South Dakota. No,
does it turn into like cow print?
But that's what I mean, or Aztec. I don't know.
No, I mean, I think where they would be is more Aztec than South
just
Dakota.
because he wears a lot of Aztec
in life, the Aztec theme. So, there's no arch.
I'm not running away. I'm just moving myself. Sorry.
Thanks. There's no arch still. And it's 2:15, and his neighbor didn't even drop off the vintage truck that they're going to use for the pictures. He said that this is a very rushed wedding, and he feels very rushed.
Oh wow, why is that?
Okay, well, Igor arrives. Is Igor a real person or is he a character?
I love him. He's such a character that I love him.
Okay. The hair.
Okay. The hair was very like Dr. Frankenstein. Yeah, that he lost me with the hair, but I love that like he loved them so much and he loved being there so much. Like what a cheerleader to have at your wedding. That's why I liked him.
Well, Jibri now starts saging during the ceremony.
Okay, but does he know anything about sage?
He tells her to take some in. Are you smoking it? That's not.
Tracey, I just had a flashback.
Tell me.
I don't even remember this guy's name. He must have deleted me off of Facebook. I had
the nerve.
Oh my God. I think his name was like Jesse James or something, but really that was his name. He was one of my students in the bar school, and he like every day would bring in all the sage and like sage the whole room, and then he would leave it burning, and then like the fire alarms would go off, and it was like he would like smoke out the whole place. We'd have to open all the doors. And I'm like, can you stop doing this? Like, what are you doing?
Why did you allow that?
It just he was doing it like if I was like in the bathroom or when he first came in and I'm in the office, like not even realizing it. And then eventually I was like, I'm gonna have to ban your sage. And I forgot all about him. Yeah, he met his wife in Japan and did a 90-day fiance. That's so crazy.
Well, maybe he did a little sage in there too.
No, but he was telling us it would get us high too. That's what he was saying. He was like, I'm filling the room so everybody inhales it and they get high. I'm like, I don't think it works. I don't think.
Yeah. I mean, everyone's going to turn into a roasted chicken. That's what's going to happen. Everyone's going to have delicious, juicy thighs.
Yum.
Now the arch is there.
Okay. I want to tell you the truth. I watched this episode 2.5 times.
Okay.
I never looked at the arch one time. I have no idea.
Okay. Stop moving because your camera is in and out of focus. Every time you move, do you see that?
Yeah, no, it's never not done that.
Okay.
Yeah.
The arch was supposed to be, so all it was it was two things like this. It was a teepee.
But what was it supposed to be?
Okay, but she said that she wanted a flower arch.
See, I was picturing like a huppah.
Yes, with flowers on it. That's exactly what I was picturing. It was not even an arch. It was just a teepee. It was just a triangle.
Let's see, and it was
like just an angle.
I thought about it after I watched the episode.
It was
like,
a
how
do
did I
angle.
not see the arch? It was a what?
It wasn't a triangle. It was a do angle.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say it was like a half a isosceles.
It was a 45 degree.
Okay. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. I was like, this is so strange.
Right. Like, why did we wait this whole time for this?
So she gets a real big treat, and she gets the song that he wrote. Was it for the wedding? We don't know. It was just a song he wrote.
Here's the thing. He's so lame, but the song was fine. It was cute.
It was fine. So she wrote her vows and she read them. And then he did his slam poetry version of his vows.
Tracy, it sounded like Dr. Seuss wrote
Okay,
those.
but you know what?
What?
She loved it.
Yeah, of course she did. She loves him. She does.
Like, that was beautiful.
What do you always say? There's a seed for every ass, right?
There really is. And she is his ass.
They love each other. That's the thing.
Oh my God.
Mhm.
All right, let's move on to Patrick and Thais.
Okay.
I don't know if you know, but her dad said no.
I don't know if you know, she thinks he's controlling and she has doubts.
Yeah, okay. So now her dad's like, listen, you find someone in your country and she's gonna find someone in her country. Stop.
Right. Why are you doing this?
And he's like, you know what? Look up my nose again.
Just keep looking.
And then every time he stops it, he's like, oh, I gotta show them up my nose. He is upset that she's so far, and he's just worried about her.
Yeah, which I understand that. She's young too. I would have
Yes.
said 22, 23.
So Patrick is like, listen, I'm going to take care of her. I promise you that everything will be okay.
Right.
He's like, do you give us your blessing? And he's like, okay, kind of like I do, but like, let's talk more again. And he was like, okay. Patrick was very nice to him. And Patrick was
I think
like,
Patrick's pretty nice.
I do too.
Yeah, I do.
I really do.
I think they tried to make him out to be like a dick in the beginning.
Right.
He's not. Just like John. I think John's really nice too.
Patrick tested positive in the beginning for not niceness.
Twice.
2 mornings in a row.
Oh, man.
He thought he was going to piss excellence, but he tested.
He thought it was the human growth hormone. It was just
super
dickhead. Oh, man.
So she's really happy because he was so nice to her dad and he
Right.
was so understanding. And they hired Monica, the wedding planner, and she did everything. And Patrick is practicing his dance.
What is this?
They're like, can you look stupid doing something? And he's like, I guess I could dance in front of the mirror in my
Yeah.
underwear. And they're like, perfect. They
This
had a
is so
choreographer
silly.
come and teach him.
Okay, but he said they have a choreographer. He called her a choreographer.
He did test positive though.
Oh God, that made me LOL.
John was making me laugh a lot.
Sorry, there's a dog fight happening.
Oh, that's so funny. I can't hear the dog fight, but
Oh, okay, good.
John is very funny.
Okay, I like him so much. Also, he cried.
I know, but we also dropped that storyline quickly.
Yes, we did.
So they're gonna have another big wedding in Brazil,
Mhm.
and her 2 friends from Dallas come. She's so excited, and now she's gonna pretend that she might not get married with them.
And I like that her friend's like, well, I wouldn't do it.
Okay, but
Okay.
here's on the other hand, right? When
Yeah.
you really think about it, she should get married. She could still go back to Brazil,
Sorry, I'm trying to.
No, it's
mute it.
fine.
It's not working.
but you could still go back to Brazil.
I know. I don't know why she's acting like this. I really don't.
She's sad that her dad's not there. Yes, he was not going to be there.
You knew he wasn't going to be there.
So maybe just
ever.
brace yourself.
Yeah.
Patrick is trying to squeeze into shoes that are too small for him with no socks. And
Mhm.
don't worry, because they're Gucci. But then we find out why. And we see
Why?
the wedding guests. We see the wedding
Oh.
guests. The wedding guests are so amazing. He has
Guy with
2
the
friends.
tracksuit.
2 of his friends wear tracksuits. One
Mhm.
of them is the officiant. The other one, and these are the same tracksuits they
From
wore
the
on
yacht.
the boat.
Uh-huh.
Yes. And one of them wears like a polo shirt underneath it, and he's going to officiate the wedding in it. And the other friend wears it with no shirt underneath, zipped all the way down.
Tracy.
Noelle, John wore
Tracy.
jeans. Was there no dress code whatsoever?
I don't think so.
Noelle.
This seemed very makeshift.
Hmm.
Also, his sister still had a black eye. Girl, what happened?
That's a new one.
That's what I'm saying. You
She's
still have
like,
a
I fell
black
on more
eye.
ice. It's like, well, it is June.
We're in Orlando, honey.
We're in Orlando in June.
Oh God.
I feel like you need a new excuse. So
Yeah.
it's just Gucci, everything. Noelle, what is with his friends in the tracksuits?
I'm telling you, this is like they think this is money. Okay.
Well,
guy
I would assume that they bought a tracksuit for like $2,000 and now they have to wear it every single day because they have nothing else.
Also, they're trying to live that MLM life. You know how like they said, what was it in the
LuLaRoe?
LuLaRoe? Like you have to do all of these things, like that you're like rich, and
Right, because you have to
spend all
show
this
people.
money, right?
Yeah.
So, because like even the officiant, he goes, as you create the life you want and deserve, it's like,
Right.
oh, you're an MLM, you're a walking MLM.
They probably
Yeah.
are.
Uh-huh.
So now her dad's going to zoom in because he's like, I also want to watch your wedding, but I also am a little stuffy.
Uh-huh. Can you see?
So they get married and then she's like, okay, so John's going to move, right? And he's like, yeah, I mean, go talk to him about it. Whatever.
Right. He's like, now
What are you
can.
going to do now?
Uh-huh.
What are you going to do now?
But John's so cute. He's like, I'm so glad I got to connect to my brother. And then he like cried.
It was cute.
It was nice.
He was
loves
definitely,
him.
he was wasted too.
He was definitely wasted, but he loves him.
He does. So Bilal and Shida.
Okay.
It's their wedding day. And the day of, they're doing this arch.
Yes. But I will say everything was so pretty at this wedding.
Of course, everything's pretty. Everything's perfect. His
I
whole life is
know.
perfect.
I know.
I'm like, what is this beautiful venue? And then I'm like, oh, that's the living room.
I know. And everybody's talking shit like, oh, if he has all this money, why'd he do it at home? Because he can, because it looks beautiful.
Because it was COVID. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he got married in the house and she signed the prenup with the changes. Yeah, that's how prenups work. You negotiate them. Why are we watching him lotion his feet?
I don't know. I really like his suit too, though. It was like khaki, kind of like oatmeal. Good color. Mm-hmm.
I mean, listen, that whole family.
I know.
Like everything is perfect.
But why is everything so? His mother looks perfect.
Every single person in that crowd.
Perfect.
Every single person in that crowd was like dressed to like.
Yeah, like this. I want to only go to events with this family.
Thank you.
Yes.
So now she's FaceTiming with her family and she's crying because they're not going to be there. I know. But like,
but you also knew.
Just cry like the night before.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So now her daughter is singing the song for her to walk down the aisle. I was like, this is so cute.
I love that. I think she did such a great job
to walk down by the coffee table.
Uh-huh.
And his son fell asleep.
He did. Well, it's boring for a kid.
Yeah, I was like, that's really
boring.
funny. It was probably the longest ceremony.
Oh, you know it was. I mean, they ask you 3 times each.
I know. That's really annoying.
Yeah.
So now he gave her a bracelet.
Right.
That said, I will never give up on you. And then on the back, it says, like, I will never give up.
You will never give up on me.
Where does it say that?
He said it says it's engraved on.
I know what I want to say. I want to say.
I don't know. I think that's beautiful. I love stuff like that.
That's what I'm saying. I wanted to see the engraving.
Yeah, maybe I'll like look at her Instagram or something.
You should tweet at them.
Mm-hmm.
Go to 90 Day Podcast. You could see Noelle tweet about it.
I'll tweet about it.
Has she ever been happy? Not one time. No,
never.
Right?
Never.
Okay. She's like, yeah,
but that's
great.
what I mean. I see all this stuff about him, but like, she's happy. Is she nice? You know what I mean? Like,
has she ever smiled?
No. Has she ever said, let's have fun today?
No, because she hates fun.
Uh-huh.
Remember when the kids first met her and she's like, I do not like to have fun or games. Thank you.
Yeah.
Now she's like, also, I want a kid. And he is using the best excuse in the world. I love it. What'd
he say?
He's like, basically like Allah makes the plans.
I like that. She's like, and I want for him to be as excited I am about having a kid.
Excited?
Right. He's not.
You're not. You're not.
And she's like, I want to make him like a father. And he's like, for the 3rd time, like, why are you making
make
like
her
I don't
father?
have any
He's
kids?
like, hello.
Yeah.
Hello. Did you not see that sleeping child and the singing child?
Yeah. Those are my children.
Yeah.
Right.
I am all the way a father.
Yeah.
So yeah, next week, you know what's going to happen.
Tell all. I'm very excited. I hope it's not like 4 hours long.
I'm pretty pumped about it. I hope it is 15 minutes long.
Yes, me too. I guess that's where we find out like about the babies.
We're going to find out about the babies.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for listening. This was phenomenal. Make sure you join our Facebook group, 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk, if you want to talk about the show or if you want to talk about the podcast.
Okay.
If you're listening to this on audio, subscribe to our YouTube. If you're listening to this on YouTube, subscribe to it. And also find us on every platform you can listen to podcasts.
Because
Do
we
that.
love you.
We do. Patreon.com/Trash Talk Podcast for all of our bonus content, and TraceyCarnazzo.com for everything podcast related and for my stand-up comedy tour dates. You could find everything that you need to know there on TraceyCarnazzo.com. You could follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at Trixie Tuzini, TrixieTuzzinli. Noelle is Noe Girl on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. And follow the show on Instagram and Twitter at 90 Day Podcast. Thank you so much for listening. And we'll see you next time.
Tell a friend.
Tell one friend. You don't need too many people listening because we already have millions of listeners. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.